Used to be broke as shit. My mom used to work two jobs just to afford to even get food on the table. I used to struggle a lot. Every day, I would go to bed hungry, or I'd go in my make myself a syrup sandwich, bro. Literally get a bread, get some syrup, put it together and eat it. That is what I had to do to survive. And now that I'm a founder of my own company, my funds are low, my back is against the wall. I've had partners just go ahead and leave because they didn't see the scope, or it wasn't in their convenience to work with me in my business and my company. And that doesn't make a damn difference. I will make it. I will become successful. It doesn't matter who comes, who watches, who agrees, who disagrees, who leaves, who hits the dislike, who unsubscribes. It does not stop me because I am built different. None of this will phase me because I know there is no such thing as losing as long as you keep going. If you never quit, you will never fail. So I will keep going. I will keep jumping over hurdles. I will keep hitting my head against the wall. I will hit it so hard I go through that motherfucker because it doesn't make a lick of difference. So many people are in this world struggling and they give up by taking their lives every day. I don't know the exact number, but it's what, around 150,000 people didn't wake up today? Something like that. 150,000 people cease to live today. Yet here we are to create, to work, to live, to do whatever it is that we have in this lifetime. So for me, whenever I'm having these perceived negative things happen, whether it's people leaving, whether it's people saying they love me one day and then they hate me the next, it hurts, but it doesn't stop me. It doesn't stop my growth. It doesn't stop my momentum. If anything, it fuels me because I know I'm gonna be at the end of the day making it. I can see myself on my yacht laughing, ha ha ha. So many people, they didn't believe. So many people, they gave up on me. They never gave, like, they gave me a shot and maybe they didn't like what happened, but whatever. That's part of it. That's part of the journey. And I'm not even doing it for them. I'm doing it because I know I can make it. And I know when I make it, I'm going to be blessing everybody that believed, everybody that stuck through, everybody that supported, every single person that really gave a damn, that made it be known that they truly believed and they was there before the blow up, right? A lot of people want to hop on board when they see the wave coming, right? They see that wave of success coming, then they want to hop on like, oh yeah, I supported you, blah, 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 right? They have this thing in the casino hall, right? Everybody doing their thing in the casino hall. Then somebody pull up, they start winning a couple stacks, right? All the chips start showing up and more people gonna walk around the table say, oh damn, they got a lot of stacks on the table, right? All that stuff, they going all in, they willing, they dealing, and they keep winning. And then they get an entourage around them. All these other people, oh yeah, 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 clapping for them because they're winning, right? Oh man, amazing, amazing. Hoping they can get a piece, hoping they can get some, hoping they can get something from that other person that's winning, right? That's just part of the game, man. That's just part of the game. And to your boy KhunShawn, I'm aware of it. So when we start making more wins, when we start closing more deals, when people start showing up to the door saying, we love what you have to offer, can we work with you in your business? And I say money up front, they say, yes, sir. And they hand it over. And then we deliver value, we deliver a product, what we agreed upon. And then when they start succeeding in their workflows, when they start succeeding in the value that I am giving, when more people start showing up, right? More people will form around the entourage. More people will see the success and they will want to participate because they see it's working. You know, a lot of people don't like to be first to a party. They think it's lame to be the first people at the party, but somebody has to be first regardless. That one person has to see whatever it is that you're building, whatever it is that you're doing, and say, okay, let's go ahead and be the first ones at the party. Let's go ahead and be the first ones to invest. Let's be the first ones to put our support behind this person. Put our support behind this business, put our support behind this idea, put our energy on top of what's already moving in momentum. And then when the reward starts coming, guess who are the first person to benefit? The first people that were at the party. That's how it works. You think you're the 500th person at the party? Do you really expect those dividends to trickle down that much into some benefit for you? See, this life is all risk and reward. You take no risk, you get no reward. I'm betting everything on my company. I literally have like $30 in my bank account. And I had less than that the day before that. I had zero. At one point, I had negative 2,000. And I still have $15,000 in credit card debt. And it don't stop me. Because nothing will stop me. I will keep going until my last breath. It doesn't matter because I know I'll make it. There's no doubt in my mind, which is why I'm here to make this video, to hopefully inspire somebody to also believe in themselves that much. You need to delude yourself to the fact that it don't matter what the outside world shows you. It doesn't matter what other people say. It really doesn't. It really does not matter when it comes to negativity or perceived worth from others. You need to value yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have that authority within you to say, I'm gonna make it, and not have a doubt. Like, I don't have a doubt. I don't give a fuck what is being shown in front of me. I don't care what other people are saying behind my back or in front of my face. It doesn't make a difference. It does not change my path. It does not change my direction, because I know there's people in my circle. There's people in my corner. There's people that are watching this video, watching now, that support. And I thank you and I love you for that. And I'm gonna stay shout out to Larissa, because I already know she watching. She always watching. She always supporting, right? So when the stuff start working, guess who's coming to the private to the private yacht? Guess who's getting helicopter rides? Guess who's getting this and that? Because they believe, because they support it. And that's all it is. That's all it's ever been. See, a lot of people worry so much about what other people think that ends up disrupting the energy within them. People are gonna think and say things about you regardless. They're gonna love it or hate it. They're gonna wish for you to fail, or when you're succeeding, they're gonna hope you stop succeeding. And that's just part of it. There's not gonna be one point in your life that you're not offending anybody with your success. In fact, I've read so much, I've learned so much, I still consider myself a fool, but I'm foolish enough to know that a lot of people just don't got it themselves. And so when they see somebody else that's walking with this sense of self, this belief in themselves, it makes them conflicted because they don't have that for themselves. And so they want to try and pull you down. There's this thing called crab in a bucket mentality. You know, I used to have a neighbor about two and a half years ago or so. I was living in Chiang Mai and I met this other foreigner, right? We're like the only foreigners in this area, right? This is like 30 minutes in Chiang Mai. It's 30 minutes outside of like the city area, right? So it's basically where the locals are living. And me and him were like one of the few foreigners. And he came from London. He was a neurodivergent guy. He came from London. And in London, his father was a barrel maker, you know, like the inside of a barrel to keep the lining. His father was doing that. So he came from working class. And he decided he wanted to do something better. He said, I'm going to move. I'm going to leave the country. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make my own business. And he was telling people. And then everybody else was like, do you think you're special? Do you think you're better than everybody else? Why would you want to do that? Why don't you be a barrel maker like your father? Why are you trying to do something different? Do you think you're special? And he said, yes, I am. I am special. I am different. I'm not like you. So I'm going to go achieve my goals. And that's what he did. He opened up his own company. Sold it for 6 figures. Believe in yourself. Nobody else is going to believe in you. In fact, there's going to be so many more people that actively go against your belief because they don't like to see you achieve. They don't want to see you succeed. They don't want you to make it. And that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. That's legitimately a them issue. It's not a you issue. So yeah, when people are talking shit, when people don't believe, when people want to wave stuff in your face like, oh, remember when you failed here, or remember when you tripped up here, remember you did this here, this and that, it doesn't matter, because you didn't really fail. You only fail if you give up. Because at the end of the day, this shit is not it's not a race. It's not a, okay, I ran and I made it. It's one of those things that is called a marathon, but this marathon is legitimately unlimited. It's never ending, right? So when you're running, there's no finish line. You just keep going. You literally just keep going. And then you're going to hit checkpoints along the way. And those checkpoints can be considered markers of success. And those checkpoints can be considered the finish line. They can be considered you're done, right? When you're running, okay, I got $100,000 in the bank account. That is a checkpoint, and that can be considered success. Some people can make $100,000 and then they're done. They don't need to make any more money. They can go live somewhere off the grid. They can be frugal, and that $100,000 will last them that lifetime. Others, $100,000. Oh, I made a checkpoint. Okay, let's get to the 250,000. Boom, 250,000 done. 500K. Ooh, 500K done. That means I'm almost to the million. Okay, million done. Boom. That's another checkpoint. Some people hit $1 million. They say, I'm done. I'm set for life. I don't got to do anything else. And other people say, damn, I hit $1 million. Then I can definitely hit 10 million. And so they keep going. 5 million. Oh, let's go. We almost to that 10 million. 8 million. Maybe there's a setback. Maybe you trip up. Oh, I lost in an investment. I lost $3.5 million in the investment. Damn, now I'm set back, but that's okay. Get back up. You keep going. You keep running. And then eventually you hit that mark, 8.5 million again. Boom. Okay, I'm past it. Okay, 10 million. Boom. I hit the 10 million. You know, there's not that big a difference between 10 million, 15 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million when it comes to living your life. The only big difference is from 10 million to 100 million. Once you hit 100 million, then you've hit a big difference, right? There's diminishing returns when it comes to the monetization and the consolidation of wealth. Once you hit a certain number, your life ceases to really change. You just get more of whatever it is that you got going on. So from 10 million to 100 million, what is the reason why people go for the billion? There's people that go for the billion to 10 billion. There's people that are investing to try and get to the trillion through AI. So what are you going to do in this life? What is it that you want to achieve? Because whatever it is, make sure you think big, because there's enough money to go around. There's no shortage of Lamborghini trucks. There's no shortage of Wagyu steaks. There's no shortage of the whatever it is when it comes to materialism. There is no short of it, right? So you just need to go get it. Just like your boy KhunShawn is gonna go get it, and there's nothing that's gonna stop me. The only thing that's gonna stop me is when I die, and that's it. I do not quit. I do not give up. Sometimes I pivot. I rarely ever backtrack, but I do a pivot. So if I'm building this company, okay, I run into a wall. Is it viable for me to go through this wall, or should I just pivot to something else while still keeping everything that I built? Let's do a pivot. Fuck it, let's go here. Let's try this out, right? Oh, I met somebody. Oh, a mentor, an investor, a business partner. Oh, okay, what is it that they have to offer? Oh, okay, that seemed like a valuable strategy. Let's go this way. Oh, okay, do you want to change your mind? Okay, fine. I'm pivoting back. I'm going back to what I was doing. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Because at the end of the day, whatever it is that you believe into getting that success, God will provide that for you, period. Now, keep your mind open, because whatever it is that you want to get, it might not be exactly that, but it'll still lead to you having success in that realm. So like Kaisen, that perfect example. The only thing that he cared about was making videos. He didn't even care about being a streamer. And then he became #1 streamer multiple times. And now the streaming stuff is dead. He's like, okay, I don't want to do streaming anymore. I want to do fashion design. And everybody's clowning on him. Why are you doing fashion? You should stick to streaming. You should stick to what you know. Why are you doing something different? Because he can do something different. Because he wants to do something different. Because he knows God is going to provide everything for him to become successful in that next pivot. And that's all it is. We all move within the same realm of believing that we can, so we do. So as a man thinketh, so is he. If you think you are successful, if you think you're a building, if you think you can win, then you will. If you think you're a loser, you think you can't do it, then you are providing the same thing for yourself. So remember to think big and believe that you can, no matter what the outside, because the outside is going to show you a bunch of shit. It's going to show you stuff that's like, are you sure you think you the shit? Look at this. Are you sure? And you say, yeah, I am. So what? What's this? Who cares? Get it out the way. And you keep moving. You keep moving with your purpose, because that is what you're on this earth to do, to provide purpose. You're supposed to find the purpose, provide value through your purpose. What it is that you are on this earth to do, whether you're on this earth to provide, do it, find it, move with it, move with the intention, and then you will become rewarded. It's your boy KhunShawn, and I'm gonna stay every day. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe for more, and share with a friend. Link down below. Check out Khun Camp. Check out Allegedly Enlightened. That's our clothing brand. And you can check out my book, Energy Chimera, so you can figure out how I got like this. And until next time, man, I hope you guys learned something, and I hope it provides value for you. Have a good day, and I'm gonna continue building my business. Peace.